Coming up on the Monster Talk Report, we recap everything from the 2023 schedule announcement, as well as go over the latest news in the industry. So get ready, because it's time for the Monster Talk Report. Hello and welcome back everyone to the Monster Talk Report. I am your host Jackson Morris, and this is the definitive place for everything monster truck news, results, and anything in the industry. I'm your host Jackson Morris, as I said, and once again I'm joined by Ewan Ford, and we're going to jump straight into this because we have a lot of news. So starting off with this, I actually wanted to talk about some results from the Monster Jam shows and also some independent shows, because I was a bit silly and I didn't do that last time. So let's take a look at the Monster Jam show in Duluth, Georgia at the Gas South Arena. It happened from September 10th to 11th, and we had a lineup change. Last minute, Mark Hall in Raminator was added. There was no Hooked, I believe. We also had Michael Pagliarulo competing in Jester. Looking at the results, we have timed racing. At the first show, it was Raminator. The second show was Gravedigger with Kristen Anderson. And the third show was Tristan England and Earthshaker. In two-wheel skills, show 2 and 3 was won by Tristan England, and show 1 was won by Armando Castro and El Toro Loco. At shows 1 and 2, the donut competition was won by Kristen Anderson in Gravedigger. At show 3, the donut winner was Kraken with Nick Pagliarulo. In freestyle, we had 3 different winners. Show 1 was Armando Castro. Show 2 was Kristen Anderson in Gravedigger. And show 3 was Tristan England and Earthshaker. We had 3 overall event championships, all of them different. Show 1 was Nick Pagliarulo in Kraken. Show 2 is Kristen Anderson in Gravedigger, and show 3 was Tristan England. Now we'll talk about this show once we go through all of the lineups, or not all the lineups, sorry, after all of the other results, because we do some independent results. So let's check out the Monster Truck Wars show in Coldwater, Michigan at the Branch County Fairgrounds. Outlaw with Alex Barton would sweep the entire show. The Hot Wheels Titan Cups went to Gangster with Darren Schnell at show 1, Demo Derby with Craig Christensen at show 2, and Gangster again with Darren Schnell at show 3. This was in Ontario, California. Monster Truck Insanity Tour at Klamath Falls. Eric Swanson would sweep the entire show. Up next is the Toughest Monster Truck Tour in Pueblo, Colorado. This was on September 2nd. Best Trick was won by Jacob Ludwig, driving Rat Attack. Racing was John Zimmer Jr. with Dirt Crew. And Freestyle was Mike Christensen with Vendetta. At show 2 on September 3rd, Best Trick was John Zimmer Jr. with Dirt Crew. And then Racing was still John Zimmer Jr. also driving Dirt Crew. And Freestyle was Paul Jansen in Jurassic Attack. The All-Star Monster Truck Tour was in Alaska, and Double Trouble would win all 3 shows and take the Alaska State Points Championship. Now, Ewan, we have a lot of exciting stuff happening at these shows. Raminator being added to these lineups was very last minute and very exciting. And I just want to hear your thoughts on the rest of these shows that happened over the last weekend.
You know, a lot of good shows over the last weekend, especially in Coldwater, Michigan. I saw that show on YouTube, and it seemed pretty good. Alex Barton just out there sending it for the Coldwater fans.
Now, I'm actually going to move straight on because we have a lot to talk about, and this is one that I'm really excited to talk about. It is about the International Monster Truck Museum show. The International Monster Truck Museum is such a beautiful place, and I think since last year they've been doing shows outside of the museum. So here is the information you need if you want to attend this awesome show. It is on September 24th in Butler, Indiana. It is hosted near the museum in a nearby field, with gates opening at 12 noon, the pit party from 1:30 to 2:30, and the show starting at 3 p.m. There will also be 3 competitions: wheelies, racing, and freestyle. I've been told that wheelies and freestyle is just for exhibition, it's just for fun, and racing is the only event that will crown an actual winner. However, I do have most of the lineup here consists of Overboard with Jamie Garner, Wildside with Zach Garner, Tough Enough with Jack Coburner, Country Strong with Andy Howe, Invader 1 with Todd Lockwood, and to be announced drivers in County Mountie and Bootlegger. Now this is a pretty solid lineup. I remember last year it was a bit of a mud fest, and they had Team Scream, or at least Jim Cola. But this lineup is pretty good, and again, this museum is so awesome. There's so much rich history. They rotate different, trucks that they have. Of course, these are all old trucks from the 80s and 90s. I think primarily the Leafer days, back when trucks were a lot, this was the beginning of the industry. They really want to preserve that history. But this is a great show, and it's in their, home area. So Ewan, I'm interested to hear your thoughts about this exciting show in Butler, Indiana.
It's always a good time at the International Monster Truck Museum. It's always a great show as well. They always bring out everybody. Even the Leafers come out there and send it off a car sometimes at those shows. So I wonder what's going to happen with those Leafers at the event.
And if you want to check more, make sure to check out their website and Facebook page. Now, of course, the biggest thing that we had to talk about, this is what we've been hyping up for weeks, is the schedule announcement. And some people might be disappointed, but for me, I wasn't, and I don't think Ewan was too. So we're actually going to read through this. So the important thing that you need to know is that there is technically a part 2. There is what they are calling a driver summit. This is going to be in November, and this is where they're going to reveal the rest of the lineups, maybe additional stops, we will see, and new trucks. You heard that right, and we will get straight into that. I'm going to try my best to speed run through all of these. Our first tour that we got to take a look at was Stadium Championship Series Red, and it is a long tour. You've got to remember, World Finals is in July, and they are pretty much going up until May. So here we go. Let's take a look at the lineup. Now, I do want to note that some of these cities are non-points shows. I will point them out. So January 7th, the tour will start in Oakland, California at Ring Central Coliseum. The following week, January 14th to 15th, will be in Anaheim, California at the Angel Stadium of Anaheim. Then, a week after that, January 21st to 22nd, will be in St. Louis, Missouri at the Dome of America Center. After that, 1 week later, January 28th to 29th, will be in Miami, Florida at the Lone Depot Park. February 4th to 5th will be in Tampa, Florida at Raymond James Stadium. A week after that, February 11th, will be in Houston, Texas at NRG Stadium. February 18th to 19th will be in Minneapolis, Minnesota at US Bank Stadium. February 25th will be in Jacksonville, Florida at TIAA Bank Field. March 11th to 12th will be in Detroit, Michigan at Ford Field. The first of 3 non-points shows will be in Raleigh, North Carolina at the PNC Arena. This is March 18th to 19th. The following week in Biloxi, Mississippi at the Mississippi Coast Coliseum is also a non-points arena show. That is March 25th to 26th. March 31st, April 2nd in South Haven, Mississippi at the Lana Center is the final non-points show for that tour. April 8th will be in Syracuse, New York at the JMA Wireless Dome. Philadelphia, Pennsylvania at the Lincoln Financial Field is on April 15th. April 22nd to 23rd will be in Atlanta, Georgia at Atlanta Motor Speedway. May 6th will be in Foxborough, Massachusetts at Gillette Stadium. And after that, May 13th will be in East Rutherford, New Jersey at MetLife Stadium. Now, this is where they did something really interesting. They are saving most of this for the upcoming Drivers Summit that I talked about in November, and we will get to that at the end of this. So, part of the lineup has been revealed, not all of it. I do want to stress that there is more to this lineup than what I'm going to announce. However, the following trucks and drivers that have been announced so far is the following: Adam Anderson and Gravedigger, Tom Menson Max D, Caleb Blood and Soldier Fortune, Camden Murphy and Bakugan Dragonoid, Mike Christensen and Vendetta, David Olfert and Velociraptor, Matt Pagliarulo in Jester, and Nick Pagliarulo in Kraken. Now, the most exciting thing about this tour isn't even this. It is that Max D, I'm excited to announce, has a brand new design, and it is awesome. It looks amazing. It is such an awesome looking truck. I'm actually gonna get Ewan's thoughts. We'll talk about the tour later, but I want to hear your thoughts about this awesome looking Max D design to celebrate Max D's 20th anniversary.
I mean, the full black body with the flames and the face on the hood is just, oh, chef's kiss right there. And it's just an amazing concept body.
Absolutely, and this will be on Tom Mensah's tour. There have not been any other Max D drivers announced yet. Spoiler alert. So, at the moment, that will be where you will see this brand new Max D body. Next, we move to Arena Series West, and we also have some interesting shows on this list. The following is where they'll be going. January 6th to 8th will be in Salt Lake City, Utah, the Vivinet Arena. This is the start of the tour. The following week, January 13th to 15th, will be at the Tacoma Dome in Tacoma, Washington. The following week, January 27th to 29th, will be in Sacramento, California, at the Golden One Center. February 4th will be in Fargo, North Dakota, at the Fargo Dome. February 10th to 12th will be in Denver, Colorado, at Ball Arena. February 18th to 19th will be in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, at the Paycom Center. February 25th to 26th will be in Wichita, Kansas, at the Intrust Bank Arena. March 4th to 5th will be in Portland, Oregon, at the Moda Center. March 10th to 12th will be in Fresno, California, at the Save Mart Center. March 25th to 26th will be in Little Rock, Arkansas, at the Simmons Bank Arena. March 31st to April 2nd will be in Tucson, Arizona, at the Tucson Arena. April 7th to 8th will be in Lincoln, Nebraska, at the Pinnacle Bank Arena. April 15th to 16th will be in Des Moines, Iowa, at the Wells Fargo Arena. And then there is a non-point show in Austin, Texas, at the Moody Center. That will be April 22nd to April 23rd. And the final event for points will be in April 28th to April 30th at Colorado Springs, Colorado, at the Broadmoor World Arena. There is one more event on May 6th in Moline, Illinois, at the Vibrant Arena. Again, this is not for points. Once again, they are saving, and this is a theme with all of them, is that the lineups are not full. However, we've been given snippets of them. So the snippet for this tour is really interesting. It features Kristen Anderson and Gravedigger, Tristan England and Earthshaker, Elvis Linez and El Toro Loco. Bailey Shea makes her return, but she's driving Monster Mutt Dalmatian, Dalton Widener in Jurassic Attack, and Mark Hall in Raminator. We will see those trucks and drivers as we talk about them later. Up next is Arena Championship Series Central, and I'm just going to go through the list again. Now, you'll notice that this is what we talked about last week, and this is the tour where we saw stuff, a little bit of a preview for the upcoming seasons. Here we go. January 7th to 8th will be in Greenville, South Carolina, the Bond Secures Wellness Center. Then Greensboro, North Carolina, at the Greensboro Coliseum will be on January 14th to 15th. Hampton, Virginia, at the Hampton Coliseum will be January 20th to 22nd. January 28th to 29th will be in Washington, D.C. at the Capital One Arena. February 3rd to 5th will be in Providence, Rhode Island at the Dunkin' Donuts Center. February 11th to 12th will be in Birmingham, Alabama at the Legacy Arena. Cleveland, Ohio at the Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse will be on February 18th to 19th. Allentown, Pennsylvania at the PPL Center will be February 24th to February 26th. March 4th to 5th will be in Tupelo, Mississippi at the Bancorp South Arena. March 10th to 12th will be in Hidalgo, Texas at the Payne Arena. Huntsville, Alabama at the Von Braun Center. That will be on March 17th to 19th. Louisville, Kentucky at Freedom Hall, the famous arena, will be in March 25th to 26th. April 1st to 2nd will be in North Charleston, South Carolina at the North Charleston Coliseum. The first of three non-points arena shows will be on April 7th to 8th in Florence, South Carolina at the Florence Center. The final event for points will be on April 15th to 16th in Green Bay, Wisconsin at the Resch Center. After that are two more non-point shows. This will be on April 22nd to 23rd in Columbia, South Carolina at the Colonial Life Arena. And April 29th to 30th in Evansville, Indiana at the Ford Center. Now, the lineup is exactly the same as what we talked about last time, but just a refresher, the lineup for this tour is Brandon Vincent and Gravedigger, Cody Saucier and Dragon, Brandon Talachka and Just Get It Done, Megalodon with Michaela Talachka, Zach Garner in Wildside, and John Zimmer Jr. in Terminal Velocity. So that lineup, I got the tour wrong, but it is still the same lineup as we talked about last week. Arena Championship Series East, here is their schedule. January 7th to 8th at Nashville, Tennessee at the Bridgestone Arena. January 14th to 15th at Kansas City, Missouri at the T-Mobile Center. January 21st to 22nd in Milwaukee, Wisconsin at the Fiserv Forum. January 27th to 29th at Newark, New Jersey at the Prudential Center. February 3rd to 5th at Belmont Park, New York at the UBS Arena. February 10th to 12th at Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania at the PPG Paints Arena. February 17th to 19th in Worcester, Massachusetts at the DCU Center. February 25th to 26th in Hartford, Connecticut at the XL Center. March 3rd to 5th in Rosemont, Illinois at the Allstate Arena. March 11th to 12th at Albany, New York at the MVP Arena. March 17th to 19th in Toledo, Ohio at the Huntington Center. March 24th to 26th at Grand Rapids, Michigan at the Van Andel Arena. April 1st to 2nd at Columbus, Ohio at the Scottenstein Center. April 7th to 8th at Macon, Georgia at the Macon Coliseum. This is a non-points arena show. April 15th to 16th in Cincinnati, Ohio at the Heritage Bank Center. April 22nd to April 23rd at Hamilton, Ontario at the First Ontario Center. April 28th to 30th at Baltimore, Maryland at the Baltimore Arena. May 5th to 7th at Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania at the Mohegan Sun Arena. And May 13th to 14th at Manchester, New Hampshire at the SNHU Arena. The lineup consists of Weston Anderson and Gravedigger, Lindsey Reed and Monster Mutt Dalmatian, Armando Castro in El Toro Loco, and another big surprise, Travis Mowry in Velociraptor. Now we get to the last stadium. It is Stadium Championship Series Blue. There is no more yellow. It is now blue. This is probably the most interesting one, venue and schedule-wise. So here we go. January 7th to 8th will be in San Diego, California, but not at Petco Park. It's actually going to be at a new venue, Snapdragon Stadium. How interesting. The following week, they are still in San Diego, and they will be at this brand new venue as well, Snapdragon Stadium. However, after that, they go away from San Diego, and they head to Texas at the San Antonio Alamodome. That is on January 21st to 22nd. Houston, Texas, January 28th to 29th at NRG Stadium. February 4th to 5th in Indianapolis, Indiana at Lucas Oil Stadium. February 11th to 12th and February 18th to 19th will be Anaheim, California at Angels Stadium. After that, El Paso, Texas at the UTEP Sun Bowl, February 25th to 26th. And this is so far, the last event for points. Arlington, Texas at AT&T Stadium on March 4th. After that, March 10th to 12th is in Nampa, Idaho at the Ford Idaho Center. March 17th to 19th in Vancouver at the Pacific Coliseum. And April 30th, Salinas, California at the Salinas Sports Complex. More shows are being announced, according to Scott Jordan and Leslie Mears on the show. However, the lineup we have so far is Ryan Anderson in Son of a Digger, Barry Misawa in Zombie, Cynthia Gauthier and Lucas Stabilizer, Tyler Menninger in Gravedigger, Corey Rummel in Megalodon, Jim Kohler in Avenger, John Gordon in Bad Company, and Ryan Disharoon in Saigon Shaker. Now, we also have World Finals info and another thing that I know you're really excited to talk about. So we will go through this, and then finally, we can give our thoughts about this. So, World Finals. The pit party will be on 11 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. This is on July 1st. This is when the World Finals event is. Two-wheel skills and high jump, I presume, will be happening during the pit party. However, it is scheduled to be 1 p.m. to 2:45 p.m. A little bit after the conclusion of the pit party will be the Racing and Freestyle World Championships. This will be from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Now, the biggest news after this that I've gotten to see that I am so excited for, and it really came out of nowhere, is the bringing back the renditions of the Marvel trucks. That's right, you heard that correctly. They are bringing Marvel trucks back. They're apparently redesigned, they are altered to be different than the original ones that they did, and they are bringing ones back like Spider-Man. That is one that is confirmed to be returning. There may be more. They also said domestically and internationally, which means that they will probably be on these tours, hence why these lineups aren't full yet, and they are also going to add more trucks, I guess, so there's going to be more than one. So I'm excited for this. Now, of course, I want to ask Ewan, what do you think of I guess everything we've talked about so far, and of course we'll talk about predictions next, but what are your thoughts on the Marvel trucks, the World Finals, the lineups, all of that? Over to you.
I mean, with World Finals, it's gonna be a 10-hour event. That is gonna be a lot of time for monster trucks to get going, I have to say. But Marvel, oh my god. I think most Monster Gym fans have been waiting for a return of DC or Marvel, and we're finally getting it in 2023 with Spider-Man and a bunch of other trucks. I can't wait for this, to see who gets in the Marvel trucks.
I do want to ask, this leaves the door open for other trucks, and this leaves the door open for other drivers. You'll notice I didn't mention Todd LeDuc, Mark List, Bernard Lai, all of these drivers, and there might be new ones too that we don't know about. This opens the door for many different situations, and you'll notice that there isn't full lineups. That opens the door for other things, so we'll talk about that next, but I want to hear your thoughts. What Marvel trucks do you think that we'll see? We know that we're getting Spider-Man. I know that one of your favorites, if not your favorite, is Wolverine. Will we see anything else? Will we see anything new? What do you think?
I believe we might get the return of all the old bodies like Captain America, maybe Iron Man. I think we have to look at the next Marvel movies to really find out, because they probably want to advertise those. So
yeah,
I would think Black Panther's another movie that's coming out soon. So I would say put in Black Panther there as well.
Absolutely. Now, the only other thing that we have left to talk about is the stadium tours and the arena tours. So let's talk about, I'm just going to go up from what we have in our notes. Now let's take a look at Stadium Series Blue. We only have 9 stops for points, not including the fact that most of these will have doubles. So this is a really short tour, and I think that there's a lot of interesting things left. Now, we could see 2 or maybe 1 Marvel truck added to this. with the addition too that there might be 2 Team Scream trucks. So they did say 48 drivers, which means that there will be 12 trucks on stadiums. We might actually also see a Marvel truck being ran by an independent team. We don't really know. So with that being said, I'm going to open it up to you. Who do you think of these other trucks, and what are your predictions for this tour?
I think it's probably gonna be 2 other teams Scream with either a Marvel body or Feld bodies on them, and I think for my prediction, Ryan's probably gonna take it again on Stadium Tour Blue, because it's gonna be close with Tyler though, I have to say.
And I agree with that too. I think it's going to be a neck-and-neck battle between Ryan Anderson and Tyler Menninger, but we don't know who those other drivers are, so that could really throw something into the mix. We could see Charlie Porkin, we could see Todd LeDuc. We really don't know until that driver summit in November. Let's take a look at our next one, Arena Series East. I think the only things that are left is that we have another Feld truck with another Feld driver, presumably maybe a Marvel truck. I think that if they're gonna do Marvel trucks, they're going to want them on a bunch of these tours, so we will really see what happens. However, I do think that with what we know so far, it is going to be Weston Anderson in Gravedigger taking the series, and Armando Castro will be a little bit behind. So what are your thoughts on Arena Series East?
I agree with you. Weston's probably going to take another championship with this lineup so far, but we really don't know who else is on it. It could be Tony. It could be somebody else. We don't know with just 4 trucks.
That is true. Actually, another driver that I forgot to mention, Tony Ox, is surprisingly absent from this, so that is very interesting. Arena Championship Series Central, we talked about this. I'm not going to go through this too much. There may be some new trucks, there may be some new drivers, but I think, as we said last time, Brandon Vincent gonna sweep this tour. Cody Saucier, I know you disagreed last time, but I still think that Cody Saucier will put up a good fight. I know we talked about this last week. Is there anything that you want to add to what has been said?
Not really. I doubled down in my opinion. Brandon Vincent, holy sweep throughout this entire tour. Cody, I'm just kidding, but Cody will be close. And Brandon and John Zerdine will be close as well, 3rd and 4th. It's gonna be a good tour all around.
All right, we're gonna move on to our next one. This is the most surprising. Is Bailey Shea in MonsterTalk Dalmatian. She's back. She's been driving Quad Chaos for a couple of years. She stopped driving Scooby-Doo. And Arena Series West is looking like an awesome tour. Now, we were talking about this during the thing. This has got a lot of interesting stuff. Of course, the fact that this opens the door for Rammunition with Kurt Kramer to come back and Ewan's favorite Hotsy. We also have Dalton Widener in Jurassic Attack. There's probably going to be another Team Throttle truck. Maybe Rockwell Red, we don't know. Or it could be literally anything. There's also those are also all of the Feld trucks. We will not see another Feld truck unless an Indy decides to run a Feld body. Bailey Shea, I can't even get my mind over that. That to me is just insane. But I think this tour is going to be interesting. I think we could see either Tristan or Elvis come up on top. Elvis has had a pretty good season, but Tristan England has been on fire, and with him not having to face Brandon Vincent, I think he'll take the championship, but I think Elvis Lanez won't be far behind. So, I want to ask your thoughts, Ewan. What do you think of Arena Series West?
I can't believe you didn't mention him in the top 3, but Kurt Kramer and Hotsy is going to take the Arena torch, and no, I'm kidding. But I believe that Kristen Anderson in Gravedigger is going to take the championship.
Ooh.
She has been consistent through all of this year, and she can throw down, as she has won her first one. I believe she's going for a second, and I believe Kristen Anderson is going to win with tough competition from Tristan and Elvis.
That is true. And then, of course, we have the last series we are talking about today, Stadium Championship Series Red. This is a long tour at the start of January all the way to May, and I presume that there will be more stops added. along with the fact that they're doing international shows next year, which might play a part. I mean, it's not going to be for points, but they're still going to be doing part of this tour. And with the fact that Tom Meents is on this tour celebrating his 20th anniversary, driving Max D, this is a really tough one to predict, because I think Tom has the chance, if he did what he did last year, he'll do it again this year. And I just think this opens the door for so much new stuff. So I want to hear actually, something else I just remembered too. This is the tour with Adam Anderson. Bryce Kenny isn't here. This is really surprising. You know, Bryce Kenny's been on the same tour with Adam Anderson the last couple of years. I think that's because they're such good friends. Maybe he could be driving a Marvel truck. We don't know. It'd be really interesting to see Bryce Kenny out of Great Clips and into a new truck. So I'd be interested to see that. But again, I think Tom Meents will take this tour. I think Camden could potentially overthrow Adam. We don't really know. But Adam was, when his truck wasn't breaking, he was really good this year. So, Ewan, what are your thoughts?
I mean, Tom Meents' 20th anniversary, he's going to go hard either way. We also have David Olfer and Velociraptor in his first stadium tour this year as well. And we also, but I believe that Adam Anderson is going to want to beat Tom as much since it's his 20th anniversary. So it's going to be close between him and Tom the whole season. And also Camden as well is going to be there 1, 2, and 3. You can't really decide which ones, but I believe Tom is going to take it in 2023.
Absolutely. And unfortunately, that is the end of today's Monster Talk Report. And just a reminder, if you want to find out more about these tours, they said stay tuned to monsterjam.com. You will find it out in the Drivers Summit. I cannot stress this enough. What you are seeing here is not final and not finished. What you will see is finished stuff at the Drivers Summit in November. We will get an announcement presumably by then. But do stay tuned for more Monster Truck stuff or Monster Jam stuff in the coming weeks, especially with October coming up. And, you know, the fact that we get to see Monster Jam in Australia, woo, let's go. I'm so excited. And all of that great action will be coming your way on the Monster Talk channel. So make sure you guys let us know in the comments below, what did you think of the schedule announcement and everything new for 2023. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all soon with some more Monster Truck content. Good night, everybody.